Hi guys, welcome to my first podcast. Welcome to Minutes with Mimi. Hi, obviously I'm Mimi. And from the title of my podcast or the name of my podcast, you're spending some minutes with Mimi. So this is my very first podcast. Very first recording also, and I am very nervous and I don't like listening to my own voice, so I don't know how we are going to edit a podcast, but you have to come out from your comfort zone once in a while. So let's introduce the podcast. There's nothing much to introduce about it. It's basically just going to be me, mostly me, maybe some guests sometimes, but mostly me, talking about my unpopular opinions, because I have very, very weird opinions about things that people could care less about, that I mostly keep to myself. But I want to find out if there are other people that share these weird opinions like me. And instead of talking to myself and having conversations with myself, I'm not mad, I promise. I would rather have a podcast where I can share these opinions. Okay. I've been thinking about starting this podcast for a while. When I say a while, I mean like a year or more than. It has to be more than a year. Okay, let's just say about a year. About a year. And the reasons why I haven't started this podcast, excuses, 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 excuses. That's all I can say. At first, I was afraid. I'm still afraid to start it because I feel like I'm not going to have like consistent content to put out. I'm not going to. And what if nobody listens? What if nobody likes my opinions? What if nobody likes my voice? Because I don't even like my own voice. What if my voice is not soothing? Most people listen to podcasts to like ease stress and just listen to somebody talking. What if my voice is not soothing? I've been told that I sound like an Igbo man. I don't know. That was number one. I was afraid. And then there was procrastination. I am a procrastinator. That's all I have to say on that. I kept telling myself, oh, when I do this, I'll start. When I get this, I'll start. I did not start. I did not start. I think the first one was, I was saying when I move out from my old room in school, like when I start staying alone in school, I would start because it would be more quiet. It would just be me. I did not start. And then there was, I couldn't figure out what my first episode should be about, which is why I'm here. And I couldn't figure out what my first episode should be about. I didn't want it to be a question tag because it's as if every single channel, both on YouTube, a podcast, everything starts with a get to know me tag or a get to know me question tag or whatever they call it. And I did not want to do that. We can do that later when I actually have an audience to ask me questions. I didn't want to start with a question tag or a get to know me. So I was trying to figure out what my first episode should be. And then I came up with this thing where I wanted like my close friends to describe me and I would use their voice notes to make the first episode. It just looked like a very messy situation. I think I would still do it. Like they'll get to introduce me however it is I am to them. I don't know. It was just looking like a very messy situation to edit and everything. So I didn't do that. And then I kept thinking, what should my first episode be? What should my first episode be? And I never came up with anything because I kept telling myself, if it's meant for me, the idea will just come. It will just come to me. It did not come to me. It will not come to me because I'm not thinking about it. Okay? It's not going to drop from anywhere. And then I now started blaming it on school. I was like, is it with all this workload, all this schoolwork that I'm going to be doing a podcast? I've not even been able to rest, to eat properly. I want to come and add a podcast to it. My sister and my brethren, that is not an excuse. Okay? That is just me procrastinating. And then I now told myself, okay, you don't want to do it when school is like when you're in school, when you're busy, everything. You have holidays. I went on holidays. And then the excuse was that, oh, the holiday is too short. I've not even rested properly. I cannot. No, it's not yet time for this podcast. When it's time, I'll feel it. I was not just feeling it. Excuses. Excuses. These holidays were short, sha. I haven't really had a real holiday until this December, like November, December this year. But still, I just kept going on and on and on. And then I was like, okay, yeah, I've already talked about this one. I was like, I can't even listen to my own voice. How am I going to edit? Like, it's so cringe for me to listen to my own voice. I don't know why. I cannot replay my own voice notes. If you're like this, just let me know, because I don't know. And if my voice is actually not as bad as I think it is, you people should encourage me, please, because anyway, and then I couldn't find a good name for my podcast. And I still don't even like this name that is here now, because it sounds too businessy. Minute to minute. It sounds like I'm taking actual minutes of a meeting. I don't like it, but it's what we're working with for now, because I'm tired of procrastinating. And if I'm going to start, then let me just start. You get? You get? Yeah. So the point of this episode is to tell you how my 2022 went, and how I want my 2023 to go, or like things I want to do in my 2023, because I can't really control how it goes. But yeah, my dear, I think everybody suffered this year. This 2022 was, when they say Shege Banza, that was it. It was horrible. I thought that 2020 was the height of it. To be very honest, I thought it could not get any worse than 2020. 2022 was 2020 Pro Max, because it was bad. It was bad for countries, it was bad for individuals, it was bad for economies. I don't think anything went right in 2022. I don't think anything went as planned in 2022. It was bad. It was bad. Anyways, so last year, let's talk about things that, like, my year's resolution for this year. You make New Year's resolution at the beginning of the year. So not really last year, but like at the beginning of this year, I told myself, that I was going to be more social. Okay, so I'm going to assume that you people don't really know me yet. I'm not a social person. I don't like people. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to walk with you. I don't even want to leave my house, if I'm being honest. If I could order everything I wanted and just be inside, and the only time I want to come out is when I want to flex, honestly, I would rather do that. I would even love to be homeschooled if it was possible. I don't think that's a possibility for me, but if it was, I would love to be homeschooled, because I don't like to see the road. I get social anxiety when I am outside my room. I don't even want to go into no, I don't want to leave. That's how unsocial I am. And me, knowing myself, told myself that, you know what, this year we're going to be more social. We're going to talk to more people. We're going to be nicer. Remove the resting bitch face. I did not do it. Okay, let me not say I didn't do it, but like, ah, was I any more social this year? I would say I was nicer. I was nicer to people. I personally didn't go up and like go up to meet people, but when people came to me, I was nicer. So I think that's progress. Because normal me, it's not like I'll be rude though, but like you obviously see that I don't want to be talking to you right now, and you will just say whatever I have to say and leave, because yeah, I want to be going home. Yeah. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to be more friendly on social media too. Because when people text me on Instagram, to be precise, I don't reply. I barely ever reply, because I don't know, this whole social media friend thing just is weird to me. Why would I just have a friend that I've met on social media and I've never met you anywhere else? And that's just it. When I find it hard to make friends in person, how am I going to make friends on Instagram? But I did. I successfully made. Okay, I started replying texts first of all. We started from there, and I successfully made one one friend from Instagram this entire year. I successfully made one friend that made it to real life. We have actually met too, so I'm happy for that one. That's an achievement coming from where we were. I also told myself, in the spirit of being more social, that I would finally go out alone. I have never gone anywhere. Okay, let me say I had never gone anywhere on my own. Like, besides school, have I even gone to school on my own? I've never gone to school on my own. Like, gone from my father's house to my university on my own. I've never done that. So I told myself I would finally go out to somewhere on my own and do something alone. I did. I did. And that was the first and the last time so far that I have gone anywhere on my own. Anytime I'm going out, I'm either going with my parents or I'm going with my friends. I have never gone somewhere alone, like alone, alone. I've never. But I did. I did do that. So, you see, we made progress. Our New Year's resolution for this year was not completely ignored. It wasn't completely ignored. There was, you know, we'll work on it next year. We'll be better. I really want to start going out more alone. I feel like it will help with the social anxiety, because when I'm with people, obviously I don't have to like notice other people around me, so I feel more relaxed. But I should learn to be safe and secure by myself as a growing human being. Next year, I'm gonna be a legal adult. I cannot be doing, oh no, I don't wanna go out. I can't be doing that kind of rubbish, because people are not always going to want to. They are not always going to want to go out with me. Yeah, and that's most of the reason why I stay at home, because it's either there's nobody to go out with me, and I just don't feel safe like going alone. So yeah, I blame my parents for this, but I think this would be in a different episode. This whole topic will be in a different episode. I should write it down. I'll write it down, because this topic should be in a different episode. Social anxiety. Yeah, and why I blame my parents for it. Yeah. There was also my year's prayer. I don't know if other people do this, but at the beginning of every year, since 2020, no, since 2021. Okay, so I can't really say at the beginning of every year. For the beginning of the past 2 years, I guess, I have been making like a single prayer that I just want that one thing to happen. Like, during the year, obviously you'll be praying. There are things that you want. There are things that you thank God for. But there's just that one thing that I make my year's prayer. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, every single time I pray, I must include it. Like, that's the, let's say, the theme of my year. That's how I want my year to go. And this year's prayer was for peace. My people, hey, 2022 was not peaceful whatsoever. But you see, that's the thing. How I thought I was going to get peace was not how I got it. When I was praying for peace, I was thinking that, nothing will go wrong, everybody will be happy. Even if I have problems, because obviously life is not smooth, you will have problems. But even if I had problems, they would not be so, like, how am I going to handle this kind of situation type of problem. My dear, that was not the case. That was not even. I suffered this year. I suffered. I won't even lie. I suffered. People that know me, we know that we suffered. Okay? How I got the peace though was more internal than external peace. When I was praying for peace, I will not lie, I was praying for external peace. I wanted things happening to me or happening around me to just be calm and peaceful, because I don't like stressful situations. But I got it more internally, in the sense that when these things were happening, the usual me would be having panic attacks, crying, stressing, not sleeping, complaining, nagging. But when these things were happening this year, I was calm. Like, my external wasn't calm, but my internal was calm. I was calm to the point where a serious situation could be happening here, and I would literally tell myself, you know what, I'm not ready to deal with this situation. When I'm ready to deal with it, I'll come back to it. And it helped because when I'm now ready to deal with it, I've had time to think about it. I've had time to like know whether this whole problem is it really worth the stress? Is it really worth like killing myself over? Even it also applied to like schoolwork. I was like, if I die, who will collect the degree? If I die, there is no degree. So calm down. Take it one step at a time. So yes, I would say God answered that prayer. And I'm looking forward to more of it. Because, my dear, his peace is really peace that surpasses all understanding. I won't even lie. It was nice. It was nice. That's all I have to say. I just wish my external would be more peaceful anyways. I'll keep praying for that. But I'll take what I can get. I'm looking forward to more peace, I guess. I don't know what my theme for next year should be, or what like my prayer for next year would be. I don't know. I've not really thought about it. Maybe we'll continue praying for more peace. It also helped me like discover who I am, like grow more as a person. Because when I have that time to reflect about like situations of all of that, I figure out that this is what I want, this is what I don't want, this is who I am, this is what I want to work on as a person. And trust me when I say that I have plenty things that I need to work on myself. Yeah. Things I learned this year. I don't know if I'm supposed to say learned or learned. I don't know what exactly the past tense of learn is. If it's learned with an ed or learned with a t. I don't know. But yeah, things I past tense learn. I learned to be able to call myself out. What does that mean? That means like I'm able to identify when I am the person. Huh, sorry. I'm able to identify when I'm wrong. Yeah, let's put it like that. I'm able to identify when I'm wrong. I'm able to identify when I need to change something about myself. I'm able to identify when I need to stop doing something. Able to identify when I'm the one hurting somebody. So yeah, I'm able to call myself out, and it's very good. I once saw this tweet where somebody was like, "How can you not know that you're a bad person? Like, how can you just not know? How don't you know? You know that this thing that you're doing now is not good? Don't you know?" So like, I feel like the first step to growing to like being a better person is being able to call yourself out, and I am. I know when I'm doing something wrong. I might not stop doing it though. I might not stop doing it in the moment, but at least I know that what I'm doing is not good. At least, yeah. So I'm generally trying to be a happier person. I'm more in control of my emotions. I feel like I've always been in control of my emotions. I feel like I have. I mean, I cry a lot too. I cry a lot, but I feel like I'm in control of my emotions. I don't let like I don't know. Do I let my anger control me? I don't think I do. I don't think I do. Like I said, I always try to reflect on situations, look at it from the other person's point of view, look at it from other points of view. Points of view. I don't know. Yeah. Sha. Generally trying to be better, happier. I'm more in control of my emotions, I guess. What I am looking forward to next year. So for next year, this is like my next year's resolution that hopefully we accomplish what I'm looking forward to next year. I would like to grow, like to explore more on this year's resolution, which is being comfortable by myself, like the whole social thing. I would actually like to try to do that more because I cannot just constantly be in my own bubble thinking that the world is just going to be revolving around me. doesn't work that way. Surprisingly enough, it does not work that way. So yeah, that is my next year's resolution. I want to be more comfortable being me. Yeah. Basically, I want to be more comfortable being me. I also want to, okay, a fresh resolution for next year would be I want to say no without feeling bad. I want to say no without feeling bad because there are so many things that I really don't want to do, or I don't want someone else to do because I know it's going to bother me. But I will not just open my mouth and say no. Do you get? I don't know if the way I'm explaining it makes sense. I don't know if it makes sense. But like I would like to be able to just say no and not feel bad about it and not feel like, oh my god, what if I hurt this person's feelings? Sorry that I hurt your feelings, but I'm being honest. I'm being honest, I'm being blunt, and I like that. So I want to be able to say no without feeling bad. I don't want to be so agreeable to things that I don't even want. Please. No. No. Yeah. I want to be able to speak out more on things that make me uncomfortable. I think I already started doing that this year. If I don't like something, I'm going to tell you that I don't like it. I keep saying it. Last, you will not beat me. I'm going to tell you that I don't like it. The highest that you can do is be angry at me, and I will tell you sorry. If I care, like if I care a lot, if I care about you that much, I will tell you sorry. But I've sure told you what I want to tell you. Take it in good faith. A word is enough for the what? The wise. Yeah. Does not mean that I'm not going to like tolerate things. It's not everything that I'm going to like call out or I'm going to say no to. I'm going to tell you, oh, see what you did. There are some little things that really don't matter. So it's not like I'm not going to tolerate those or I'm not going to have patience or persevere or whatever, whatever. But like there are things that you know genuinely that they are going to bother you. So why not just say no to it from the onset and save yourself the stress? Okay. I just thought about what my next year's prayer is because from all my resolutions, everything is happiness. Now, my next year's prayer is happiness. How do I explain it? How do I explain it? There is a difference between joy and happiness. They say for happiness, you have to have something happening that makes you happy. That's what I want. That's what I want. I want things to happen that bring happiness. I'm not saying I don't want joy. Joy is internal. Joy only you and God can give yourself joy. But you see happiness. I want to be happy. Yeah, I want to be happy. I want to have. I want to feel. I want to feel it. Do you get like? I want so many good things to happen that make me happy. It doesn't have to be only about me. I want my family to be happy. I want my friends to be happy. I want my loved ones to be happy. We deserve happiness. We deserve it. Like there are things that you have worked so hard for. Let it happen so you can be happy. Yeah. So we have come to the end of my podcast. That was my 2022/2023 in a wrap. Maybe if we continue making this podcast, because I don't know if I will put out another episode, but if we do, we would elaborate on certain opinions, certain topics, certain subjects, whatever you wish to call it. So stay tuned. Bye. Oh my days, I cannot believe that I just successfully made and ended a podcast. You don't even know how happy I am right now. What? Okay. Bye.